Okay, and what if it was? What if society was like, you know what's cool now? Being fat. Would you want to be fat? Is the only reason why you don't like fat people is because society said don't like fat people. That's not a reason not to like someone just because they're bigger. That's stupid.
The comment says, because it's not socially accepted to be fat. So she says, what if being fat was cool now? Would you want to be fat? I personally don't have a problem with fat people. Them being fat is their decision. The problem is, I have to watch people around me, especially the ones I know and love, who are obese, slowly unalive themselves in front of me. And me being obese for many years, I know firsthand the feeling of slowly unaliving. Society will always put out ideas that they deem as correct. But you do have a mind of your own, right? And fat acceptance is kind of happening. We're seeing fat representation everywhere. It still doesn't entice me to become obese again. I don't like the way obesity feels. Being a runway model thin was in at one point. Having a BBL was in. Boob jobs were in. But that didn't entice me to do those things either. So, society can switch up tomorrow and decide that being obese is in. And knowing what obesity has done to me, I would never want to be obese again. It doesn't matter if obesity was a trend or not. This caption says, POV, you drive 2.5 hours to see a body-positive doctor because you're sick of doctors dismissing your problems because you're 30 pounds overweight. I think I understand where you're coming from. The doctors dismissing your problems part, not the part about seeing a body-positive doctor. I've dealt with plenty of physician assistants and doctors that were buttholes. They were either too busy to truly care about my problems because they're behind on their patients, they just don't care about their job, and I can tell, because they talk trash about their previous patient loud enough for me to hear right before they walk into my room. Or the usual, they say it's all in my head because they see in my charts that I have anxiety and depression issues. Imagine that, not being taken seriously because they're saying it's all in my head. That being said, would I drive 2.5 hours to see a general doctor? No. Maybe for a specialist that I desperately need to see? Yeah. I didn't even know body-positive doctors existed, did you? She's doing all this work just to avoid stepping on the scale and to avoid being told that she needs to lose some weight in order to be healthier? That's a lot of gas money being wasted. In the TikTok, there's a portrait in the office that says, there's no wrong way to have a body. What the heck is that supposed to mean? This tells me that this doctor promotes EDs. So a thin, unhealthy body is okay? And an obese, unhealthy body is okay too? What is going on? There's also a flyer that says, this is a weight neutral zone, no body check-in. You're safe from body comparison, weight assumptions, food police, size bias, diet talk, narrow beauty standards, lose the weight of body shame. So, how does this doctor help their patients? Just going by their word without analyzing the underlying problem? They're okay with neglecting the root cause of their patients? I guess they don't want to hurt their patients' feelings about their future health and well-being. This should not be a thing, but I guess it is a good business model. The patient keeps coming back and the doctor will always get paid. She ends the TikTok saying, amazing, they didn't weigh me and they actually listened to me and came up with a treatment plan. A Band-Aid will never fix a wound that clearly needs stitches. I still can't believe that there's doctors who's out there promoting obesity and harming their patients.
Hey. So this is a really great opportunity to talk about exactly why we need fat acceptance. I totally understand this viewpoint because, like, everybody else, but we do need fat acceptance. We need fat acceptance so that when fat people go to the doctor, they actually get treated for what's wrong with them. We need fat acceptance so that fat people are promoted and paid just as much as their thin counterparts. We need fat acceptance so that fat people, especially super fat and fat people, have access to clothing. It's really easy to just think about our experience in this world and, like, probably be pissed about it. But I believe there's a better world. And I think it all starts with fat acceptance. Love you, bye.
The comment says, why do we need fat acceptance? I'm accepted by the only people I care about anyway. I care about health and I'm just fine. Her arguments are,
we need fat acceptance so that when fat people go to the doctor, they actually get treated for what's wrong with them.
When I was at my highest weight of 275 pounds, and I went to the doctor for an issue, of course they mentioned that I should change my diet and move more. That's their job. I felt like I was always at the doctor when I was morbidly obese. My problems wouldn't go away or get better because I was super unhealthy. Even though losing weight is the best solution for people who are obese, and also those teetering towards the obesity line, I personally have never been denied treatment for my issues while being obese. Even the doctor I mentioned before that said it was all in my head, he still treated me after the fact. And at the end of the day, do you want a temporary fix and pretend that you're healthy? Or do you want to really do something that's more permanent about your health issues?
We need fat acceptance so that fat people are promoted and paid just as much as their thin counterparts.
This argument just doesn't hold up. When I was morbidly obese, I was paid the same, maybe more than my skinny counterparts. I also was promoted multiple times at different jobs. Why? I had the qualifications to warrant my wage and my position. I'm pretty sure there are other fat people who had my same experience.
We need fat acceptance so that fat people, especially super fat and fat people, have access to clothing.
I couldn't find clothes I liked when I was morbidly obese, and I still can't find clothes that I like now being overweight, in store and online. And how do clothes have anything to do with fat acceptance? She ends with,
but I believe there's a better world. And I think it all starts with fat acceptance.
No, a better world starts when everyone is treated as equals, paid a living wage, have a safe and comfortable roof over their head, enough food to be well nourished with access to clean drinking water, access to good affordable medical care, free and useful education, and free access to things to help you grow mentally, physically, and spiritually. Fat acceptance won't make the world a better place. She needs to escape this bubble she's living in. What do you guys think?
The comments on that video were so positive. So positive. But can you take a second to imagine what the comments would be like if that was a fat person eating a burger on TikTok? If you're ever curious if fat phobia exists, go find a video like that of a fat person eating a burger. Check out the comments.
Your insecurities are showing. Why do you care what the internet says? Why are you so concerned about what people think about what you eat? If you are so confident in your body, why does all of this really matter? It's because deep down inside, you know what you're doing isn't the best for your health. Don't go blaming your comment section for your decisions. You decided to post what you eat. You can't expect everyone to love everything you do. I have people in my comments saying I do this and that wrong all the time. I do what's best for me in my weight loss journey. No one knows the mental frustrations that I deal with on a daily basis. You just gotta keep moving if you are truly happy with yourself and your decisions. If you want to eat like crap, fine. But no, just because that girl is skinny doesn't mean she can eat whatever she wants and expect to stay skinny. But that's her problem. Focus on you. If the comments bother you that bad, turn them off.